obsessed with the fact that so many comedians followed a billionaire to Austin.
That was listen, he's not a billionaire, by the way. He barely has money. Secondly, he's fine. I run in circles with people that got a little more than him.
I love that all these comedians moved out to Austin and be like, I'm gonna get on a show. He'd rather have someone
he literally brought homeless people here that are talking about taxes. They're like, I'm going to save money on tax. It's like you live in a tent.
But also, he'd rather have someone that makes bespoke knives on than you.
Right.
He's the piece not
No,
even.
there's people that are moving here that have never been on the show. They've known him 16 years. They've never done the show.
So they're just hoping that the people he's flying in miss their flight and he needs someone last minute. They're just sitting in the parking lot like gargoyles, just like maybe someone's gonna cancel.
It'll all be great. I don't know, but it just feels I am not into it yet.
Well, you are. I
like sociopaths because they're funny and I can make fun of them. And Austin has a few of them.
They'll shoot you in the face if you make fun of them.
But no, it's just boring. It is boring here.
But Joe has a family and he has a whole thing. Like, I was just like, the idea of moving there, like, without a family or without having to like put a kid in school. I just was like, you're just gonna be in a house in the hills alone with your own thoughts all day. This is not gonna go well.
No, but I'm gonna travel a lot to LA and then eventually I'll remedy this. But it's an interesting thing.
What have you learned about yourself? Have you learned anything about yourself?
I've learned a lot about Austin, and I've learned a lot about that the craziness of LA, the insanity of it, was funny.
Yeah.
And town is really not that
interesting.
funny. This town's not that funny.
People are happy. It's placid.
It ain't funny.
It's placid.
It ain't funny.
When you go to LA, it's a great, like New York, it's a great place to live because. What was that?
That's Rogan. Relax. He's calm down. He's strangling a bird on the leg.
He's doing his nightly bird.
Yeah.
Bird strangle.
Right. Right.
Do you want to sell tickets?
She will tell you, like Whitney will be like, "This is the biggest influencer in Kuala Lumpur," and you go, "What? Why am I here?
But
what's going on?"
You conversely were doing that shit with me. You made me feel so fucked. I was like, do I need to get on TikTok and start doing little noises and faces on TikTok? I mean, you had a minute where TikTokers were like your main future of your business.
I have dinner with TikTokers a few times, and I make fun of them, and they don't care because they're 19 and good looking, so they don't care that you're making fun of them, which I find refreshing.
Yeah.
It's refreshing when someone goes, "Yeah, I don't care, you pig. Who cares what you say?"
Right.
And that's good.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I had dinner with those same TikTokers. They were looking at me. I think they thought I was Joan Rivers. I don't even know what was happening. I went to dinner with you fucking leave LA, and then I'm stuck there with a bunch of non-comedians, and you
went with the great Michael Gruen.
Yes, I love.
He's great.
But they're all staring. They have no idea they don't know what I do for, like, they don't know anything about me, and I'm just sitting there, and
they didn't watch Twin Peaks. When you
by the way, one of them did try to hook up with me, and
which one?
I'm not going to say which one.
Okay.
But now what?
You should have done it.
No, I couldn't. I mean, this was like 24. It feels like if I'm going to date a much younger guy, I have to wait till we're out of the woods on this whole other thing.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you go in there, and that's the best thing for you would be to date a TikToker.
I mean, I don't know.
I would date I'm saying to any and all closeted TikTokers of age, I will absolutely date you.
So how long did it take once you got to Austin to realize
15 minutes
that you should have just listened to me?
When I drove from the airport to my home, I wanted to kill myself.
Here's
the reality. It takes a while to realize that it doesn't. Austin's an NFT. It doesn't exist.
No. If you go as someone that loves Austin, the first time I came here, a couple years ago, I was with Kevin Christie. We were doing the Cap City or Paramount or something.
Great.
We come in. We allot 2 days.
I love Cap.
2 days to just be in Austin and hang out. And we see all the pictures on Instagram. Keep Austin weird. I love you so much.
That's not loving Austin. That's you enjoyed for 2 days.
No. We looked through it and we were like, this is 2 blocks. Like,
2 blocks.
This is my favorite thrift store.
Correct.
But and then the rest was like Century City, and we're like,
it's 2 blocks.
On Instagram, it looked like it was just Coachella all the time.
People that are brain damaged and have had bad car accidents.
But you know that I got in the car with this guy that picked me up from the airport, and he was like, "Are you Whitney Cummings?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Can you tell your friends to stop fucking moving here? Like, they don't want you either.
Yeah,
they don't want us."
Hey, cool. Great.
What did you do?
And by the way, shut up. Like, how's he gonna live? His job is driving around.
He thinks that he is in the second string militia for the government.
Oh.
He's on the...
Oh, but I like that guy. That's the armadillo guy.
Yeah.
I thought it was some blue-haired person who's like, I want to shine.
No, he has...
Tell your friends to stop coming here. I have a one-man show. One person
is
show.
Someone that it's that body type that's just like a giant pot belly, like you can't see your feet. He believes that the government, when we go to war, is gonna call him in as the reserves.
That's less of a crazy belief than the idea that Austin, Texas is going to be the next big thing.
Can I tell you, there used to be, how
Miami and Austin, a bunch of criminals moved to Miami. It's like...
That's your algorithm. No one ever said that. Like, no one's been saying...
Everyone is saying it. No, you don't read...
Two or three...
It is literally the topic of conversation for the last several months.
By the way,
I've not invented this.
I do not follow comedians that are looking for confirmation bias of the bad choice they already made. Like, dude, this is the shit. This is the shit. Like, I'm like, okay, like, let me...
To live like a person here, you have to have $40 million.
To live like the kind of life that you need, which is, by the way...
Because here's what I would do with that money.
But we're staying in a place...
kill everyone in Austin.
We're staying in a place...
And never have to see anyone. I'm not even talking about buying a mansion. I mean, that $40 million I could invest in a chemical weapon and decimate the entire city. And then I might enjoy it, start building it up again piece by piece.
But here's the problem with you, is that you are so committed to being pissed off, which is why I think you're great at what you do. No.
I'm not.
We
visited
a $40 million home. We visited it, and first of all, you think it's a dump. Second of all, I
didn't say it was a dump.
We go from the house to the lake, which is, I don't know, 1,000 yards or something, because it's so vast and beautiful. And then you get up here and you're like, this walk is too fucking long. You don't even want the mansion you want. What's going to happen
What I said, and the way that I feel, is that Austin's a lovely place. Being on the lake is beautiful, but you cannot compare it to being on the ocean.
In the freezing cold ocean in the Hamptons, after you get Lyme disease and bitten by 500 mosquitoes and get shot by Seinfeld security.
The Hamptons destroys Austin in every respect.
I am not arguing that.
In every respect.
I just mean the Hamptons.
Palm Beach doesn't destroy Austin? Are you nuts?
Palm Beach is...
What's good about this conversation is that the majority of Americans are unemployed. So this is a good conversation and a relatable one for many people sitting at home right now talking about Palm Beach and the Hamptons.
Well,
here's what
I'll say. I will say that for comedians... comedians have to live an interesting life in order to stay interesting. And a lot of comedians that get successful, they get comfortable, they have money, they stop going to grocery stores, they stop doing shit, they stop flying, and they stop being fucking funny. And we look at so many comedians that live in these big fortresses in Malibu, and they haven't done stand-up in years, and they're not fucking funny anymore. And I think the key to staying funny is staying somewhat uncomfortable. So I think you coming here and being this pissed off, I mean, is good. Don't you feel like it's...
for a little bit. I'm not running away. I'm staying for a little bit, but I got to be honest. And I know me and Joe obviously disagrees with me, but I understand that. But I just feel the way I feel about this city.
I could live here.